What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the couple, in my opinion, the two best ways, I should say, to get event cards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. So, if you do want, okay, don't go click VC, but if you do want to grind out this GOAT Festival, which, have I been grinding it a ton? Honestly, no. If I would have played King of the Court, I may have for the Michael Beasley, but since I didn't play King of the Court, I mean, there's no way I'm going to get Bees or B-Roy. But even for, like, if you want Brandon Ingram, even if you want Gary Payton and Brandon Ingram, even if you just want to get this 100 overall, option pack, what are the best things to grind out for you guys? Let's talk about it. Let's start in offline. If you are an offline grinder and want to focus specifically on the event, I would go into Breakout Triple Threat. So obviously, if you play all game modes, the rewards are going to be better. So that's kind of what I'm on right now. But if you go into Breakout, into Triple Threat, that is going to be your quickest games, right? And that's what I would recommend doing. You're gonna get through games in basically 3 or 4 minutes, get through 15 games in an hour, and so realistically within like a few hours you can earn your way to like the free 100 overall card, 100 overall option pack. So that's kind of what I would recommend for you guys out there if you kind of are grinding this thing out. Along the way, you can win with Breeze players. You can get dunks for an extra GOAT card. So like that's kind of what I've been grinding a lot of, is when I am playing in these offline modes, getting just some of these challenges done. Nothing crazy, but I am getting some of them done. So for example, yeah, I'll just show you kind of how a triple threat game goes. Now, I don't like Bradley Beal. To me, his release is kind of crazy. It's not bad, but it's just, in my opinion, a little crazy. So you'll just hop into a triple threat game. Couple of things I would look at: if you have prize balls, use them, crack them, because that's legitimately free MT for you guys. And then again, I'll just show you guys exactly how quickly you guys can get through games, because it's not anything that takes a very long time to do. And like I've mentioned, part of the challenge for me is just winning a couple more of these games. And so that's exactly what I'm here to do, is win another game with Breeze players. I think I need some dunks. So like if I have to go get dunks, obviously that's going to take me slightly longer to do, but it's nothing crazy. You basically just let them shoot the ball if they want to, and then you leak out with whoever you want to, and then you get 3. Like, it really is that simple of a concept, right? And again, I'm basically 6 points into this thing after 30 seconds. So it's not like it's gonna take you a super long time to do. And like I mentioned, the more leak outs you guys can get, the better off you're gonna be. Because if you take the ball out the net, then they go through a cutscene, and then you just gotta, I feel like, do the most. So if you can just get stops and go in transition, that's how you're going to get through the games the quickest. And whether you use Breeze players or not, I mean, it doesn't matter, only for these challenges, right? And I'm certain there's going to be some more challenges throughout the week that you guys can grind, and just do it in Breakout, right? It's kind of going to be your quickest. And the big thing here is easiest method to get through games quickly, playing triple threat Breakout. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily love to play Breakout. I'm one of those people. I don't necessarily love to play Breakout either. But at the end of the day, remember what you're playing for, right? You're grinding the event, and you're getting some MT, you're getting some, triple threat wins as you do go through things. Now again, because I've got to get these, a few dunks left, I'll try to at least get 3 dunks in this game and 3 dunks in the next game. But that's, again, just kind of a separate challenge that I'm working with right now. But yes, let them basically shoot the shots they want. You take it out of the net, you throw it down court, and you try to get transition buckets. That's how you are going to get through these games as quickly as possible. And again, it's not necessarily my favorite thing to do, and I'll walk you through what I would be grinding if I, was to really take this event seriously and try to, level up in a big time way. But this is going to be your easiest thing to do. And obviously I couldn't get a couple of dunks there, so I only am going to get 1 in this game, but that's okay, right? Because at the end of the day, I can go get dunks in whatever other game mode. It really does not matter. But for me, game, set, match, Rudy Fernandez for 3. That game literally took less than 3 minutes from the moment I started going into the breakout mode to the moment I got out of it. Less than 3 minutes. And I get a GOAT, or not a GOAT card, but an event card, and then I'm on to the next game. Now, if you have to crack the prize ball, obviously it's going to take you slightly longer, but it is still definitely rewarding to do. Now, what would I be doing? How would I approach it if I were to be grinding, the event and taking it serious? Okay, what I would be playing is Triple Threat Park. Now let's talk about why. For every win you get in Triple Threat Park, you get 2 event cards. Now, here's the thing. If you are not great at the game, I would not recommend doing this. I would really only recommend playing Triple Threat Park if you are really good at the game, where you're gonna win 90+ percentage of the times. Why am I recommending this? Well, obviously today, you're not gonna get a GOAT card that's still from yesterday, but you can get your win streak going. But more importantly than anything that I really notice in Park is, it's just easier because you only have to win, what am I trying to say? You only have to win, one game for every, for every 2 cards. Yeah, and in Breakout, it seems like, you can, Breakout, you can get through games quicker. But when you're getting 2 cards for every win, this is definitely going to be the method. Now, I would only do this if you're planning on playing the game for a while, because otherwise, again, okay, this guy's going to try to steal my spot. But otherwise, it's not necessarily worth it. But like I said, if you are really good at the game, it is something that I would recommend you guys to do. Because again, you get on a spot and, 3 or 4 minutes, you're going to be able to play a game, hop into a game. But that's only if you're in it for the long run, right? If you're only going to play a couple of games, it's not something I probably would recommend. But if you are an online grinder, that's what I've had the most success with. Because I won like Triple Threat Park, it probably took me 25, 30 minutes to get the win streak the other day. And I had 10 event cards just sitting there waiting for me, or waiting to be redeemed. Now, here's, again, am I going to have a video talking about what to use your cards on? Yes, like I am eventually going to have that video. But for me, I'm not going to get any of the top rewards, and I've came to that conclusion. So what am I really looking at with the event? And if I grind it, what is it going to be? Well, it's going to be for the 100 overall option pack. It's going to be, for the Breeze 10 box. It's going to be, for all of these legend packs that I can get, right? Like, if I can get a legend pack, I'm going to get it. It's going to be for the Breeze 10 box. Like, these are the things that I'm looking at, trying to, take slight advantage of the game and, redeem these rewards, because otherwise it is what it is, right? The game's fine, but I'm not going to get any of those top rewards, so I'm going to try to get some of these really solid ones. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with this GOAT Festival. Is, again, I'm not grinding for Michael Beasley. I'm not grinding for AK-47. If I do grind the game, it's going to be for the 100 overall. It's going to be for the 10 box. It's going to be for the legend pack. And then after that, like, I'm not super worried about, right? I want to get those things. But then after that, I'm not super worried about, grinding the game a ton. If you are going to do it, I would do it in probably Breakout, right? Breakout, Triple Threat is going to be your total best method. I'm just being honest. That's going to be your best method for grinding this, with the challenges, with everything you can do. That is what I would recommend doing. However, if you aren't living offline, you can take it into Triple Threat Park and see where that does take you. So that's kind of my piece of recommendation. For me, what is next? Well, I'm going to finish this board, and then the next board I will just do Triple Threat. Specifically, one other thing I do want to talk about is, as you do play Triple Threat, you are going to get rewarded. It's nothing crazy, but like, if you play enough Triple Threat games, guess what? You're going to get 5,000 MT at 30 games. You're going to get a legend badge at 200 games. Like, yeah, the rewards are not that great. I'll be the first to tell you that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you are going to get rewarded as you do play the game. So that's really it for me. I just kind of wanted to tell you guys what I would be looking at grinding, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are grinding this this GOAT event like crazy, and I don't blame you at all. Like, even for myself, I'm going to start, locking things in, right? Locking in for this 100 overall pack, and then going towards what's next. That's kind of what I'm looking at. But for you guys, again, if you want to grind for, the B-Roys of the world, stuff like that, absolutely do your thing. For me, it's not really worth it, because I'm not going to get Bs or AK-47, and I've came to terms with that. So that's how I'd approach the event if I were you guys. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.